Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I know it's a student-free day at school, but you didn't think it would be completely student-free, did you? So, Dr. Van Asdal asked me to do this, and as a senior who still needs to graduate, I had to. But all joking aside, my name is Jeffrey Lee. I'm currently a senior at Arcadia High School, and I'm thrilled at this opportunity of being able to share my journey through Arcadia Unified through you all. For all the teachers since kindergarten who have been with me throughout my whole career. So my journey really began here in Camino Grove Elementary. So I had the privilege of being taught by some really awesome teachers. If you are a Camino Grove teacher and on this list, please stand up. It's so great to see you again. I think Camino Grove really instilled with me a lot of the fundamentals that the lessons are still with me today. Not only did all my teachers, they were all super encouraging and they helped me with math and English and all the essentials, but they also introduced me to a great group of fellow students, a lot of whom I'm still friends with today. I'd especially like to give a shout out to Mr. Ree because I want to thank you, Mr. Ree, for calling me out when I wasn't paying attention in class and reading a book. It was the first time I'd seriously gotten into trouble, but this lesson has stayed with me throughout high school. Even now, I'm really intent on focusing in class. And if you ever collaborated with Mr. Ree, if you were in a swag group or worked on lesson plan with him or in a department with him, please stand up. And wow, look at that. There are so many people standing up and I'm so glad to see that. So having anchored the skills necessary to succeed in middle school, Dr. Hacking, that pun was especially for you, I made my way into Dana Middle School. And so my Camino Grove teachers, please stay standing, but if you are a Dana Middle School teacher in this list, please stand up. And I know it might take a little bit longer since I'm in middle school now and there are so many more teachers. But yeah, so my Dana experience was really special. I think Dana really stands out to me because not only were, again, all the teachers very supportive and helpful, but we were able to take our education out of the classroom and we were able to go on such amazing trips. So I'm talking about Catalina, I'm talking about OSS, and especially Pali. And not only was I able to meet with people from my fellow students from the other elementary schools and make so many new friends, but I participated in student government, I was in the FBLA club, and those experiences have really helped me even today. I'd really love to give a shout out to Mr. Chen, who is my 6th grade middle school teacher. Mr. Chen, thank you so much for making your class a joy to be in. Every single day I would be so excited to go to your class. And I'd really love to give another shout out to Mrs. Sanchez. Mrs. Sanchez was my 8th grade physical education teacher and also my FBLA advisor. Thank you so much for doing so much work to make sure that FBLA runs smoothly and making FBLA such a memorable experience for me and everyone in the club. So if you've collaborated with actually any of the Dana teachers who have been my teachers, please stand up. And I know there's going to be a lot more now, so that's exciting, that's cool. And so after Dana, I finally made it. No longer just a future Apache, but a full-fledged Arcadia High School Apache. Throughout it all, the teachers are very helpful. They're all great teachers. I've learned so much from them. I've further developed my passions at Arcadia High School. For example, now I do podcasting. I'm also trying to practice magic on the side. So if you are one of these teachers that pops up on the screen, thank you so much for having been my teacher, and please stand up. And along with everyone, you've probably seen how this goes by now, but along with everyone who has collaborated with them in some way, shape, or form, please also stand up. And it should be like almost everyone now, right? I'd love to give a shout out first and foremost to Mr. Chavez, who works in the ASB office. Mr. Chavez, thank you so much for helping me work through all the confusing club stuff. And I'd really like to also thank my AP English teacher, Ms. Zaidi. Ms. Zaidi, thank you so much for teaching me all about rhetoric and style. Thank you so much for also having us do all those cool activities, such as Harry Potter exercises to be prepared for the AP test, or Gatsby Day. And I'd also really like to thank my 9th grade Modern World History and my 11th grade Honors US History teacher, Ms. Galloway. Ms. Galloway, thank you so much for always being so funny and so kind. Thank you for always changing it up every year, making it different, making it exciting. A huge shout out to Ms. Leahy, who is right now my senior year government teacher. Ms. Leahy, thank you so much for creating what I know is and will be one of the highlights of my senior year. Thank you so much for putting me in with my unit. You know, we bonded so well, and I'm sure that our friendship will last lifetimes. Last but not least, I'd like to give a shout out to some people whose work is so important to our whole district. If you were a custodian at any of the schools I mentioned, Camino, Dana, Arcadia High School, please stand up. Thank you so much for all the work that you do. Thank you for keeping the classrooms clean, the whole district tidy, and thank you for helping run the lunch lines and making sure that goes smoothly as well. So look around and look at everyone standing. So can you imagine if every one of the 800 students, of my fellow students in the class of 2020 did this exercise? There is no doubt in my mind that everyone, if not already, would definitely be standing up. So I just want to thank you guys for giving me the best education, the best education around. Thank you so much for preparing me with the skills to go far in life. I'm looking forward to majoring in communications, hopefully at USC, but we'll see. And I'd love to get you guys on the award-winning Keeping It Arcadia podcast. I had to throw in that plug there. But seriously, thank you everyone so much for taking every opportunity you can by being here to better yourselves as professionals and teachers for me and all of Arcadia Unified's students. We truly are better together.